what's up? You're now tuned into the 100 podcast. This is episode 24. I'm your host, Mike, along with my man, Tay. Yo, what up, Tay?
Yo, what's going on, world? What's up with y'all? I want to know how y'all feeling out there. What's good?
Not much, man. It's been you know what I'm saying? It's been a while for us, man. It's been a while, man.
We missed a week.
Yeah, we missed about 2 weeks, man, we missed 2 episodes. You know, we had a lot of stuff going on, you know. Sorry for those who've been anticipating next episode. You know, we had some stuff going on with life. So, you know what I'm saying? We're back to it now. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to continue on.
For sure, man. We thank y'all for being patient. I got, motherfuckers hit me up like, yo, what the episode at? I'm like, hey, just been busy, man. Like, sometimes life happens, man. You got a lot of shit going on. So we back at it, man. Thank y'all for hanging in there. And thank you for all our listeners who still fucking with us, still rocking with us. Appreciate y'all.
Oh, yeah.
So as we know, the motherfucking Golden States are the new champions. Well, not new, but they the champions, man. I told motherfuckers that they was going to beat fucking the Cavaliers in 4 games, and everybody's like, yo, it's gonna be 5-1. Like, nah, 5-1. I said, nah, it's gonna be 4 Golden State, and they gonna sweep them. Yeah,
man, them boys, they got too many weapons, man. Them boys, they got, man, if KD ain't hot, Curry's hot. If Curry ain't hot, Klay Thompson's hot. If all 3 of them ain't hot, then Draymond Green hot. So they got too many weapons, dog.
Yeah, motherfuckers coming off the bench. Some McGee and that nigga weak as hell, but yo, he came off the bench lately and provided a spark. So I mean that's a different aspect. It's hard to defend that,
Yeah, I knew when I seen the meme with motherfucking Steph Curry with the cigarettes in his mouth, and it said LeBron James, King James, Trinidad James. Hell, you can even put Rick James on the floor. Warriors and 4. Man, I knew that. I said, man, game over, man. Game over, boy.
Boy, that means that, man, the internet's fucking undefeated. Boy, they had the little meme with old man Shep from above the rim.
Yeah, I see that, yo.
So, is it too late for him to come in and save him?
Yeah, boy, he needed a miracle out there, boy.
That's true, man. That's true. So, congratulations to them motherfuckers, man. We fucking, before we even started recording, we had to watch the game.
Yeah, just finished listening to the game.
Just finished watching that motherfucker, man. So as we know, that the niggas, they are the new champions, you know what I'm saying? So, kind of touch up on some shit that been happening lately, man. Since everybody on it right now, that fucking Drake and
you know what I'm saying? That Pusha T.
Yeah, man. Yuck. Whatever that shit be like, yuck. Whatever that shit is, boy, it's like you about to fucking haul.
Yeah, boy. When you hear that, he getting into it, boy.
Yo, I know.
When you hear that, he getting into it.
I was in a meeting at work, and I was in the meeting. I was really doing the training. So, so we was in there before we got started. We was waiting for a couple of, like, 1 or 2 people to trickle in.
Yeah.
So I could finish conducting the meeting. So, then, they was asking about, who your favorite, artist of all time. And I'm like, look, I don't have a favorite artist. I have, like, waves of moments of who I listen to. And it was like, well, who you listen to right now? I'm like, yo, if you pull up my, my iTunes right now, you go see that Daytona, that Pusha T in there. And
yeah, boy,
like,
that Pusha T,
they was like,
boy.
oh, so Pusha T your favorite rapper? I'm like, nah, you gotta relax. I didn't say all that. But right now, that's what I'm listening to. So they were like, everybody's like, yo, so now people are more aware of him because people asking all these fucking questions like, so who is Pusha T? This and that. I'm like, who is? That's blasphemy. If you a hip hop head, you don't know who fucking Pusha T is. Yo, you go, go play in traffic somewhere.
Pusha T be pushing that, be preaching that luxury drug rap, man. Like, that shit that be like, damn, boy, he made that shit seem fabulous, boy.
Right.
Boy, I ain't gonna lie, he the best that ever did it with that drug talk, man. He one of the top ones that ever did it, man. But what you think about the back and forth with him and Drake, the little battle?
I mean, I think it was good for hip hop, man. I think we needed that.
Yeah.
For the hip hop culture. I think, Drake, after his run in with Meek Mill, I think that was a little too easy for him.
Yeah, it was too easy. Too easy.
You on top of the rap game. You need a little. He needed that battle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he needed that. So, Pusha T definitely won the battle. You know what I'm saying? So, the war, I don't know if the war's still on or if Drake threw the white flag. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Hard to rebounce. It's hard to bounce back from what was put out there.
To me, I think I agree with you. I think Pusha T got that, and I might be biased, but just because Pusha T is from my era, I grew up listening to Pusha T.
Yeah.
I grew up on the Clips, grinding, VA, all that. I'm from Virginia, and all that. So, I'm a little biased for Pusha T, but I know I see a lot of people talking about the in Pusha T's flow where he mentioned Drake's baby mom, and Drake's mom, Drake's pops, and even 40, who's sick. They were saying that it was a low blow.
So you saying that from Jay Prince standpoint?
I'm saying it from yes, because it stems from even before Jay Prince, I've heard people comments where he was like, he went too far mentioning 40. Because Drake's producer 40 has MS.
Right.
So with some people, they say that's a low blow. With me, coming from being that I used to rap and I used to just love to battle all through school, I don't really consider any of that a low blow.
Right.
Like with me, if we battling, anything goes. I should know the rules of the game. I should know that, okay, we just battling, ain't nothing serious. We seeing who we sharpening our swords, who's the best at this.
Right.
So it was no hard feelings. So I don't really see that as a low blow, but I could see what people could feel that it was one. What you feel on it?
I think when you battle rap, there's no there's no real line, because you think about all the great battles. I mean, that I witnessed. I can't go back to the 80s and shit like that, because I don't know. I wasn't really, that was kind of out of my era of hip hop at the time of the beef. But when I started thinking about the early beating, like Beanie Siegel versus Jada Kiss, of course, Nas versus Jay. Who else had some epic battle? 50 Cent versus Ja Rule.
LL and Cannabis.
LL and Cannabis and shit like that.
He ended that man's career.
Now, second round knockout was by no means a bullshit diss record.
It wasn't.
I just think LL, him being LL, his popularity, and I think Cannabis coming at him that soon.
Yeah.
That fucked him over. But if there would have been anybody else, I think, and again, this is my personal opinion, if second round knockout would have been about any other rapper other than LL at that time,
he would have got him.
It would have got him.
He would have got him. He would have got him hands down.
Jack the Rapper wasn't all that dope.
Yeah.
My personal opinion.
Yeah, so just come from the battle route, I don't think that's a low blow, but I know I watched the Jay Prince interview where he was saying that he advised Drake not to respond because he felt that when by Pusha T bringing in his Drake's mom and all that he was now playing in the pig pen. I get that's how he kind of put it. Like you're stooping down to his level with your response. Even though he say that Drake had a response that would have, I guess he's saying, crippled Kanye's career along with hurt Pusha T's. And he's saying that he told Drake, he advised Drake not to release it. Me, I'm thinking it's a cop-out. I'm thinking that it's your big homie saving you from not replying. Like, I don't think Drake had nothing that could be that detrimental to any of them career. Like,
you never know, man. You'd be surprised, bro.
And that's about like you get in a fight somewhere, you get your ass whooped, and then the next day your best friend telling the dude that whooped your ass, like, yo, he was gonna come back and whoop, and he gonna come back and do something to you. I had to stop him.
Right.
It was just,
I just feel like when you in a rap high profile rap beef like that. And when you're forced to respond back with a tight message explaining the blackface situation, shit like that, I'm like, damn, he lost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he didn't respond back with a record. He didn't, he just typed in he got on defense and said he tried to. That was a PR move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He tried to clean it up.
Trying to clean it up. I'm like, yo, you should have just dropped another song and went in
because honestly, saying that Duppy freestyle, it wasn't no slouch now.
Now, it wasn't trash.
It wasn't no slouch now.
By no means, it wasn't trash. But, it's no... that shit, what's the name? Adonion?
Story of Adidon.
Adidon, yeah, that motherfucker, dog. Like, and he did that shit over the story of OJ.
Yeah,
that shit was planned out.
Yeah, it was well thought of, man. It was well planned out and everything, man.
It was well planned. I mean, it is what it is. I just think, at this point, there's no need for you to say anything. Like, don't even mention this shit on your record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's like how after when Nas dropped, not Nas, but when Jay-Z dropped Takeover, then Nas dropped Ether. Then you could tell that fuck with him a little bit. That he dropped that Super Ugly.
Yeah, and that was trash.
Yeah, it was trash, and he tried to use his little ace in the hole because he was sleeping. He slept with his baby mom and all that shit. Then after that, he came at him again on Blueprint 2.0.
Yeah,
I'm like, bro, just give it up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
You took the L, take it on the chin and keep it moving.
Keep it moving. Go on to the next record.
Just keep it moving, man. I think for me, the meme that I found funny through all this shit was Meek Mill had that confused look on his face, like, so you telling me all I had to do a little research?
Yeah.
Hilarious,
yeah,
boy.
Man.
Internet undefeated,
boy.
Yeah, man. So other than that, man, it was good for that moment.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're gonna move on to petty nigga moments, man. You got any petty nigga moment?
I got a petty nigga moment, man. As we started doing this, I kind of I get people that kind of give me petty moments.
Yeah, I got one. Somebody gave me too.
So this one, I'm not gonna name his name because he told me do not name his name.
Right.
But he told me that he told me his petty nigga moment.
Shit.
Even though he's not a nigga, but you still doing nigga ways. You still got nigga ways, right?
Petty nigga moment don't discriminate. Don't give a damn if you a nigga or not. So, you petty. So
this guy, he's married. He said him and his wife was at home, and it was late night, so he trying to, get it in. You trying to get it in?
Trying to fuck.
Yeah. So his wife was like, "Yo, it's too, I'm tired. It's too late." So he like, "Okay, for real?" He's like, "Yeah, it's okay." So the man said he went on to sleep or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Woke up a little early because he knew every morning his wife wakes up and gives him a kiss. So he said when his wife woke up, reached over, get ready to give him a kiss. My man said he turned his head and said, "Yo, I'm tired. It's too early." You know what I'm saying? I said, "Boy, you a petty motherfucker."
Damn, boy. He said tired too early for a kiss.
Yeah, boy. But yo, that's my man, yo. I think my man Ace Boone Coon, man.
So
but yo, you a petty nigga, man.
Sometimes you gotta make your point. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, all I'm asking about, 15, 20 minutes of your time, we can go on about our way. But yo, you too tired, so I'm gonna be petty on that morning kiss, though.
Oh yeah,
hilarious. That was a good one, man. So I know for me, a friend of mine was, we stopped and chat. She like, "Yo, I thought about you." I'm like, "What you mean?" She like, "Yo, I had a petty nigga moment." And as she was telling the story, she like, yo, you if you want, you can share this story about a petty nigga. So she was a petty nigga, you know what I'm saying? But hilarious story in my personal opinion. Man. So she had, she had company over to her house. And I think, probably the weekend, I from my understanding, it was like over the weekend. Or maybe Sunday night, whatnot. So the company dude came over. And, she's a very warm person, so she make you feel, warm and good, and you kind of get lost in the sauce. Probably my man got lost in the time, and then realized, hey, you pretty much almost overstayed your welcome. It's about time for you to go.
Yeah, I don't met them chicks before, but they make you think that she want me to stay, but really she want you to leave,
bruh. When I used to be, telling you, when I was in these streets, bro, you had a cap on when you had to get up out of my crib. Like, at a certain point, and I wouldn't be that rude about it.
Yeah,
I'd be like, hey, what's your move for the night? What's your move for the rest of the day? You know what I'm saying? So it was one of them situations. You know what I'm saying? So she looking at the clock, like, yo, my G, it's about, what you got going on? So dude was like, well, I was thinking maybe I could stay.
Man probably already had his bags.
Hey, my man probably had his toothbrush, everything packed up and everything. So he was like, yeah, maybe I think I can stay. So she was like, shit, the devil is a lie.
God damn.
So this is something, I mean, if the way I interpret it, this is something she said in her mind, like the way she like, yo, this nigga gotta go. Like, I'm done. Like, I don't want to be bothered no more, time to go. So she said she got up. Never mind. It was like about 5 a.m. So I'm about to hit the gym, this and that. And he's like, well, if you hit the gym, I can stay back. You come back home, you get ready, give me a little time. I was like, nah, I shower at the gym. I get dressed and go from work from the gym. So she gets up, put on her gym clothes, pack her bag like she going to the gym. So this motherfucker gets up. So they depart. So she went circle around the block a couple of times. Came back home and laid down. I said,
come on, now,
I said, you a petty nigga, bro. You petty as hell. Like you.
Sometimes you gotta just build up the courage. Hey, sometimes you gotta just build up the courage. Say, yo, you need to go home.
Hey, she tried to throw hints to my man. My man wasn't picking them up. Yo, by the way, women, niggas is bad on picking up hints. I'll tell you that shit right now. Niggas do not pick up no fucking hints. I'm telling you. You ever had a nigga that you're not interested in and he keep hitting you up? No, regardless if you responding to him or not, he not picking it. He not getting it.
Yeah,
that's how niggas are.
I'm one of them niggas. That's me.
I think we all been that nigga at one point in time in our life.
Oh no, that nigga. I'm like, but Nita, why you ain't playing with my frog? Hey, boy, I done did that plenty of times, boy.
Boy, so I about die laughing. I'm like, yo, boy, you a petty motherfucker for that.
Yeah, boy. One time for the petty niggas.
Yo,
out here in this world,
shout out to you petty motherfucker. Yeah, we all petty. You know what I'm saying? So this shit happens, man. So that's my petty nigga moment for the week, man. So we was having a conversation about it was always a conversation that we have amongst each other sometimes. Yeah. But I had one of my Caucasian sisters ask me about, hey, what is this thing between? Oh, let me set the platform.
All right.
So it was me, one of them, a black female, and 2 white females in a group. And one of the white females asked the question, hey, what is this deal between light-skinned black people versus dark-skinned black people? So I was like, huh? So I was a little taken back by the question because I wasn't expecting it. So, anybody lead off the question, hey, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me for saying this, but I gotta ask this question. Anytime somebody lead off that shit, it could be some bullshit. 9 times out of 10. Yeah. But she was like, look, literally, my black friends always say, there's a thing between light skinned black people versus darker skinned black people. So she's like, what is that all about? I looked at the black girl. I'm like, yo, you want to answer this? I could tell she ain't really want to answer this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you sure you don't want to answer this? Because you want me to answer this? Because I didn't want to give. I could have gave my opinion what the real fucking answer to the question is. But the setting and where we was at, I wasn't that descriptive about what the actual where I feel like this issue stemmed from. I'm like, hey, I was like, just light-skinned black people at times, or we have that or that they're better than darker skinned black people. And I grew up in that, majority of people in my family is dark skinned, and I could tell like some not my immediate family, but my family as a whole, that they treated some of the family members treated the light skinned members better than the dark skin. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you as a kid, I didn't know where the shit came from. I just thought I recognized it, but I never really recognize it. I ain't paying no attention to it to the point where I'm like, yo, what the fuck this all about? Yeah. And so I kind of went into it a little bit. I ain't really. I really want to say, motherfucker, you ever heard of Willie Lynch? You ever read that letter that he put out? And I don't know if, they say it's not a real deal. It was just, the Willie Lynch shit was just not real. But, there's a letter out there that exists. And if for the motherfuckers who don't know who Willie Lynch is, he was a guy that from the West, he was a slave owner, British slave owner, who went around and pretty much taught to other slave owners to teach them how to keep slaves in control without too much manpower. And what he did was, one of his tactics were, he built jealousy amongst the slaves. Okay. So he pent the darker skinned black people versus the lighter skinned black people, and vice versa. He might treat the lighter skinned black people better. Yeah. Then the black, they probably was a house slave, and even though they ended, and you still a fucking slave, you just happy that you in a fucking house, so you think you better than the nigga in the field, because I would have been that nigga picking cotton, you know what I'm saying? So I really want to say that, but the time and where we was at, it didn't really permit me to say that. So that's what, I felt like there was a conversation I just want to bring up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, like, coming from from my perspective, coming up, you were, I ain't gonna say you was taught, you always heard it, you always hear the comments like, you walk in somewhere, or if a light-skinned, let's say a light-skinned female walk in somewhere, you allowed to hear say, she thinks she the shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You allowed to hear that. So, say even in high school, right? Most of the light-skinned chicks stayed in fights. They had to fight, just because they was light skinned. So, most time, they got picked on a lot because, most people come up saying that, hey, you think you better than everybody. Right. You think you better than everybody. So, there's a lot of times, then, then there's, on the flip side, most light skinned dudes, like, they never, I don't know, they kind of ran in courses, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like, back in the day, light skinned dude, they were the shit, when the Al B. Shores was out and all that stuff. Then fast forward to now,
Golden State,
they ain't really getting no play like that no more. Drake trying to bring them back. Drake, Steph Curry, he trying to bring them back. Well. Yeah. Then most of the light skinned dudes, you always heard of, like, most light skinned dude come in, so most other people are gonna say, yo, he's soft. Yeah. So they steady had to prove themselves. So you're right. It was always like the Willie Lynch thing. Like I said, you said it was true.
Well, some people try to say it wasn't a true deal. Yeah. But this guy wrote this letter, and it was a speech that he was giving to slave owners. And the light skin, dark skin thing was one aspect of the letter. Yeah. And he talked about pinning the old man versus the old slave versus the young slave, vice versa. The men against the women. But that was but I can only imagine that the color issue between our race is probably the reason why I feel like that shit still exists to today.
Yeah, because
I'm not saying I'm right, but you know.
Yeah, it makes sense because, you know, like you know, I wasn't in that time of slavery, but you know, you hear stories and you always hear like the lighter skinned people was in the house. So, right. You know, that kind of did create a...
But it's something that goes on, like it carries on. You know what I'm saying? It's a learned behavior that carries on, because I know, like, for my uncles, them, like, watching these niggas dark as me, right?
Yeah.
But I know when they was coming up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was always see them with very high yellow, you call them red bones, like a high yellow female. And it was the prized possession, like, back, like, seeing them moving, like, they used to have a lot of women, and every, like, 90% of them be very high yellow women.
Red bones.
Light skin, yeah. And that was like, that light skinned women to them was like their Mercedes Benz, or, you know, their BMW was a symbolism, like, yo, I'm a dark nigga getting a light skin thing. This is not supposed to be happening right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not supposed to be happening, but look at me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a nigga like me ain't supposed to be getting nothing like this.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, who taught you how to do that shit? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, and me coming up, I'm like, yo, well, maybe light is right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, you know, and my grandmother, she, you know, God bless her soul, you know, she's always, I think she dealt with the issues with lighter skinned black people versus, because she was a dark woman. She felt like she was treated like the black sheep of the family, because she probably was the darkest out of her siblings at times. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a thing in my family, you know? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, so I'm growing up thinking like, shit, in order for me to have a woman that's worth something, she gotta be a light skin.
I ain't gonna lie, man, when I first started you know, out here dating, man, that used to be the only thing I get at, man.
Really?
The red bones, man, like, you know. But like I like all kinds, you know, so I like all flavors. But a lot of times that was the only ones I could get. Whenever you know what I'm saying? Whenever I approached her, you know, anything else, I couldn't get them.
Nigga, you know, come on now. Let's be honest now. That's the only thing you was going. That's the only thing you saw.
That's facts.
Nah, that's the only thing you like to see, nigga. You don't see nothing else but a light-skinned female with a certain hair texture. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
but she look brown-skinned to me.
We need to have your eyes reevaluated, because the chick you saying brown skin, but she's straight light bright.
But but yeah, man, that used to be like the only thing I could get. So, you know, I don't know, like most of the majority chicks I dealt with, they have been on the fair light skin. You know, some of them's been darker skin, but the majority, what ain't true?
I can't remember what dark skinned chick you ever talked to.
Shoot, there's one in the stash.
Huh?
There's one somewhere.
Gotta relax, man. But yeah, you know, but
he got amnesia. Yo, you need some soup, boy. Your memory going bad, man. You can rest up, B.
Hey, you might need to take a nap because you don't remember.
You rest up, B.
Hey, but the circle back, the girl that I was with in that conversation, the black girl, she was a light-skinned black girl, lady, not girl, but lady. She, you know, and she's, after I started talking, she stepped in. She's like, yo, that's why I didn't want to say anything first, because she like, on the flip side of it, yeah, I'm light-skinned. I'm a light-skinned black female, and she used to get a lot of slack because people automatically assume that she was better than them, and that's far from her personality. She like one of them females where the way she presented herself, the way she looked, you automatically think she's stuck up. Yeah, and that's the stereotype that comes with that. With
most light-skinned chicks.
Most light-skinned people in general, especially light-skinned women. Yeah, and that's far from who she really is. So she was like, "Yo," I'm far from that, and I get a lot because my hair is certain texture, you know, and I'm a light skin, and you know, I'm not stuck up. I don't have an attitude, you know. I don't think I'm better than anyone. Yeah. But she often get that a lot.
Yeah, I say that's the majority on. I say a lot of them, you know, they're kind of judged before they're really, you know, before you get to know them. A lot of people judge them. So, you know, because most of the ones I met, you know, they've been real cool people. You know what I'm saying? So. I can't say that they're stuck up of anything like that, but you know, I do know some of the crazy ones end up being the fair skin. You know, I ain't gonna say that about all of them. I ain't saying all of them. I
had my fair share of, and you right. They were the ones
that I look at my phones and something ain't right. They've been light skinned, so.
Yo, I dated a light skinned chick seriously once, and the shit when she was so fucking out of this world crazy. Yeah, I had to cut it off. I was like, I don't know if I could date another yo, she gotta be brown skin to dark skin, bro. She gotta be caramel to chocolate. No more light skinned chicks, man. I was like, man, but you know, I shouldn't let that one chick to allow me to, you know, stop me from or seeing them that way, but there's also been an undertone thing that, you know, light skinned women are crazy. Majority of them are crazy, you know.
Yeah, you always hear that you know, they ain't right, something wrong with them.
But I know they kind of deal with things, you know, like old girl was saying that people prejudge them off top. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, you know, I can't speak from a light skinned guy standpoint. I don't know what the fuck it is to be a light skinned black guy. I'm pretty sure they get those prejudgment as well.
Yeah, I would think so. You know, I'm not light skinned, but I'm like a light brown skin. But yeah, I would say you know, I can't really speak from them without, you know, asking one, but I know we friends with one, and I never heard him say anything. Like, I never heard him like mention anything about anything he had to go through for being light skinned. So, you know, I just think that I don't know. It just depends on the person, really. Right. Yeah. So
I will say this. I noticed that he probably get noticed more if we all out. You know what I'm saying? Just my experience. I know chicks would notice him more because he is a light-skinned guy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I do, if I could look back, I would say that much. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, they definitely don't have to work that hard for the females now. You know what I'm saying? They definitely don't have to put in that work now.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you got a different texture of hair, they already looking at you like, yo, you know what I'm saying?
The nigga like me gotta buy drinks, gotta damn follow you all night, gotta get the phone number, then I gotta call you while I'm there in front of you to make sure it's the right phone number. Nah, them light skinned niggas, they ain't going through that.
Nah, them niggas ain't doing all. Nah.
Motherfucker, girls grab their phone, put their number in it for them. Say, hey, call me now.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you said it to the side. So ain't this about a bitch?
Ain't this about a motherfucker? You know what I'm saying?
Tell you, boy.
I remember one time when I was a kid, I was out having dinner with a particular family members of mine. You know what I'm saying? And and a lady complimented one of my family members, and this person is, you know, will be considered a light-skinned person. And as they walked away, another family member of mine who resembled my skin tone kind of said, hey, just because this person complimented that person, because, you know, just know you as, how do you put it? He was like, in so many words, like, yo, just because they're lighter skin, that doesn't make you less than who you are. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I remember that conversation like it was yesterday. Like, yo, just because you're a dark skinned dude, you still as equally as handsome, or you a gentleman as that person. Yep. I'm like, damn, like, I couldn't wrap my mind around that shit. Like, people really, the skin color thing was a real big thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it used to be like I don't think it's I don't see it as much today as used to. Like I don't see it as much today as you used to like years ago. Like when I was small, you know, you think back when you were small, you be like, damn, okay. You know, so like sometimes, you know, I might think back like, damn, I was the only one that never get a whooping. I was the lighter skinned one, so
damn.
you know, you think back on stuff like that sometimes, like even though I ain't do nothing to get a whooping, so that's one reason there. But
right.
Well, no, I got another cousin. He lighter than me, so
he never got whoopings neither.
Hell yeah, he got whoopings. So the whoopings were spread out fairly. So
you know, I just found that, you know, conversation to be funny, man. Like, damn, you know, I danced around them motherfuckers because the where I was at,
yeah,
I didn't really want to go in and be like, yo,
yeah,
this is what really, you know, how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to create that energy at that moment, but I'm like, yo, shit. If you asking about this and you're not black, there must still be some shit that goes on.
She probably been with a friend somewhere, and if her friend's dark skin or whatever, they somewhere see a light skinned person come in, she might have heard the undertones like, oh, that nigga, he think he the shit. That chick, she think she the shit, you know.
And she asked me like, why? Because the lighter skinned black people close to white. I'm like, I didn't know how to take it. I'm like, I wouldn't say that necessarily.
Yeah.
But it depends on who you ask. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that necessarily. I mean, I know, I wouldn't say that necessarily, you know. But in their mind, you know, unfortunately, there are some cultures who, even though they dark, they still think they're, you know, a lot of your you know, Latino, was it the Afro Latinos?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I was watching like a documentary, like how some of them don't, you know, they go to the same issues with us between the lighter skin.
Oh yeah, yeah, I don't heard of that before. Yeah,
and the lighter skin, some of the lighter skinned Latinos probably would feel like they're more white than they're black. And
I've heard of the, you know, the Afro Latinos going through some similar issues as in the lighter skin, darker skin. You know, which one is better, you know, which one think they better and all that. So, you know, so it's about the same. It's about the same, you know, across the board.
The board. Yeah, and my ex-girlfriend, her mother was a Panamanian. So she was from Panama, so she used to tell me, like, that's like a real thing in that country sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, damn.
And even amongst other, you know, Latin culture where they have a darker skinned person, it was a real thing. So I was like, damn, that's crazy. I'm like, she was like, no, but you're black. I'm like, nah, I'm white. Like, they real. Nah, nigga, you just light skinned, but you're black. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's, you know, that's where I just want to, I found the conversation, you know, I kind of cut it short.
Yeah.
But it was been on my mind. So, like, I just feel like that's something we should talk about tonight. That's all.
Oh, yeah. That was a good topic, man. You know, I think, you know, it's always been talked about, but not in the open, man. You know, you need to start the conversation. Right. You know, so, you know, hopefully this starts the conversation between a light-skinned person and a dark-skinned person to work out your differences.
Hey, nigga, we ain't no CNN, we ain't no peacemakers, nothing like that, you know. We just 100 podcasts, but yo, I want to thank all our listeners out there and everybody, you know, for rocking with us. So next week, we back and we going strong. So we got, we'll hopefully have a guest come on, everything works out. So if not, you be hearing our motherfucking voices, and we missing Coco, but you know, she ain't, you know, she doing the thing. So, you know, I just want to again thank all our listeners out there. Please listen to us and subscribe to us. You know, we're on iTunes, Google Music, Stitcher,
SoundCloud.
You know
what I'm saying? And we post on YouTube a little bit. We trying to get the YouTube thing.
We trying to get the video up, but y'all motherfuckers love, y'all seem like to me, y'all love to listen in more than watching our videos. So, but hey, we appreciate y'all. Either way, y'all get to us. We don't care, so, we appreciate every last one of y'all and things like that. So,
oh yeah.
We got, hopefully, in the future, we got some bigger and better things coming. I'm looking forward to next week. Hopefully the guests show up.
Yeah, we got to get. Well, better yet,
we got to get back in the groove.
Yeah, we got to get back in the groove, man. We're in a new location.
Yeah, new location. So,
so there's been a lot of moving going on. So new location, trying to get back comfortable with it. After missing a couple of weeks, man, kind of like feel like he rusty, boy.
Yeah,
like,
feel like he rusty. I'm like, damn, it's been a minute.
Yeah, boy. I'm looking at the equipment, like, damn, how you work this shit?
Right, man. So again, thank you everyone. And you got anything to say before we end this motherfucker?
Nah, please, just just spread the word. You listen to this at work. Let one of your coworkers know. Let one of them listen to it. Let's get their opinion on it.
Right. Yeah, yo, my coworkers, man, they fucking amazing, man. They listen and they be like, yo, I love having a conversation with them sometimes about it, and they spread the word. I appreciate every last one of y'all for that.
Yeah, man. I know my coworkers, man. We we talk about it all the time, man, because one of my shout out to my man Josh, he does this podcast, It Shouldn't Be This Hard. With him and his friend Austin from Kentucky, and also he does one with my man Felix and Leonard. They got a sports podcast that they do also, but congratulations on the It Shouldn't Be This Hard podcast, because they just had a 1 year anniversary, so they actually made it 52 weeks. Wait, damn. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's 52 weeks in a year.
Yeah, so they actually made it a whole year, so without missing no weeks. So that's a big accomplishment. Anybody that does podcasts, they know that it's hard as hell doing it every week, but it's hard as hell.
The consistency is where it's at, though.
It's hard as hell.
It's hard as fuck.
You know what I'm saying? Congratulations on that, guys. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I ain't got nothing else to say.
And man, we over and out.
All right, 100.
100.